Hi, YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael. Also, ooh, how do y'all feel about the whisper of the also? I don't even know why I did that. Also. Anyways, hi, YouTubies. It's me, Zachary Michael. Today, we're catching up with Darlene, the Sardine Queen. Darlene, the Sardine Queen. Darlene, Darlene, Darlene. Darlene, the Sardine Queen. We are watching Miss Darlene, the Sardine Queen, and we are here to hear about her relationship status. I saw this video posted, and I was like, this is curious, because the title of it is A Visit with Rocket, and I Broke Up with Tony. Now, if you haven't watched in a little bit, you might not know who either of those people are. And by people, I mean Rocket is a dog. And by people, I mean Rocket is, in fact, a dog. And Rocket actually belongs to a partner of hers named, she nicknamed him Blue Eyes. I think his actual name is Joe, question mark, but she left Joe. I don't know. Is his name Joe? Jamie will have to let me know in the chat. But she stopped seeing him a long time ago. So I'm like, why do you have his dog? I have a lot of questions about that. Like, why are you with his dog if you like literally are not dating this man anymore? But then also Tony, you might know from the last Darlene reaction we did, which was like a week or two ago. He's the RC guy. He drives the RC cars, the little RC toy cars. And if you recall, in that video, she was literally like yelling at people in her comments because they thought that she should spend less time posting videos about this man's RC cars and this, that, the other. She was like literally losing her shit on behalf of this man. Like she was defending her man down, which like I do to some extent appreciate that she was standing by her toy car man. Like, okay, work. But also crazy that it's like less like a week later, maybe, question mark, and she's like, oh yeah, this is over. So I want to hear about that. I want to hear more about that. Do y'all think she fake tans or goes to tanning beds or sunbathes? I don't know. I think she's just probably out in the sun a lot. I feel like if she pulled up them bangs, there would be a tan line. I could be wrong. But I feel like if you lifted up those bangs that she probably cut with a kitchen knife, because she has done that before. I'm not just like saying crazy things. I'm not making fun of the way that her bangs look. Like, we've literally watched her in videos cut her hair with a kitchen knife. I just feel like if she pulled those bangs back, she might have a suntan line there. I feel like she spends a lot of time in the sun. She does go on walks and stuff like that, so. Anyways, oh my god, I'm just yapping, aren't I? I'm just yapping. So, that's what we're doing today. We're watching this.
She tans with bacon grease, woot, 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 period, carny queen.
Oh yeah, and she's a carnivore girly. I mean, at this point I can't possibly give all of the Darlene lore every time we cover her, but I do think I have a Darlene playlist on this channel, and if not on this channel, I have one on my main channel. Because I did used to talk about her on my main channel, but she doesn't do anything exciting enough these days to warrant, like, main channel attention, you know? Does that make sense? Anyways, Weenie Winker Pootie Tutor, thanks for the 100 bits. If you all are ready to get the reaction started, could you put some 69s in the chat? That would really help me out. That would really help me know that you're ready to get to. You feel me? You feel me now, Mr. Krabs? Okay, great. Oh, look at those 69s. They're coming in. We're vibing. We're doing great. We're doing wonderful. Darlene the Sardine Queen. That comes from a 72-hour sardine challenge she did, where all she ate for 72 hours was sardines, and I think she made an exception and also ate butter, just like straight up butter. Also, if you want to check out somebody eating sardines, I this morning watched Colin Mockery. He does a lot of content about glitter and lasers. He, for whatever reason, decided to do a week-long keto challenge, and he fully ate sardines during it. And I was
my
like,
cream.
live your truth, bestie.
Darlene is in her brat summer era.
Is that what you would call this, Diet Sody? Is that what you would call this? Thanks for the bits. All right, let's get to. Is she all the way turned up? All the way turned up. Tell about how the beef changes to piss. She just eats beef and she thinks that it turns to piss, and that's why she doesn't poop. That's the long and short of it. All right, here we go.
Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I have quite the video for you today, as you can see by the thumbnail. First of all, you see Rocket, right? Come here, baby.
I don't
Come
see
here.
Rocket.
Come here. Mommy's so happy to see you.
Oh, he is such a sweet angel. He is such a cute little dog. She doesn't poop, not regularly, no. Nope. All of the poop just changes to piss because that's what happens when you eat beef.
I still say I'm his mummy.
Oh, well, let me put her captions on too. Also crazy to say that you call yourself this dog's mom when you're not even in a relationship with this man anymore. That's interesting. I mean, it's good that this dog has no concept or understanding of that. Because imagine this was like an actual kid and she's like, I'm still your mom, even though I'm not biologically your mother or like in a relationship with your father.
Moved out, let's see, like 3.5 months ago.
Oh yeah, and Joe was living with her for a while, right? Joe lived with her for a little bit.
And of course, Rocket went with him. At the very beginning, I got to see Rocket a couple of times, and Joe. And then it was completely done. And for a couple of months, I didn't even know if Joe and Rocket were dead or alive. I really didn't. I didn't know where they were. I had heard through the grapevine that they had moved kind of far away, which is what made me feel comfortable going to AA meetings, because I figured I wouldn't run into him anywhere, and I never did. And then, I cried every day, because I missed Rocket so much, and I was so worried.
That's kind of sad.
Love my crema. We.
I have watched quite a bit of your Darlene content on your re-upload channel, but what part of the country is she in? She is giving New Jersey realness.
She is currently in Mississippi, and prior to that, she lived in Maine. I think she's originally from the state of Maine, and she moved to Mississippi, I think to be closer to her son. I think her son lived in Mississippi.
No, not as worried. I worried about Joe too, because of his diabetes and all that stuff, and I especially worried that something would happen to Joe, and that Rocket would just be lost somewhere, So
also, this is also part of the lore, but she frequently talked about how, like, if Joe would just be carnivore, like, if Joe would just do the carnivore diet like her, it would resolve all of his diabetes issues. But he specifically, I think, is a type 1 diabetic as opposed to a type 2. And there are a lot of, like, people who do keto and carnivore who talk about how, like, type 2 could be really resolved by having like a more carnivore keto lifestyle. But like type 1 is literally something you're born with that like doesn't go away really. And so it's just like kind of crazy that she would put her crazy diet lifestyle onto this man. But anyways, I'm glad Rocket is doing okay.
So it made me very, very sick. Then, long story short, I ended up finding out where Joe had been living, and then I ended up finding out where he was living now. So he's back in the area. I'm just going to say that. He's not very close to me, but close enough that I was able to have Rocket for the day.
It's kind of also crazy to me that she was talking about how she fully wouldn't go to AA meetings because she was worried about running into this Joe guy. But that she'll fully go to him now and be like, can I take Rocket for a day? Can I take your dog for a day? That seems really wild to me as well. didn't she say she fixed her eyesight with keto? She claimed that the carnivore diet did a lot for a lot of different health conditions that she had. Yeah, she's made a lot of very wild claims. Like, she's mentioned, yeah, eyesight. She's mentioned inflammation of her joints, which does make sense to me because I know that, like, processed sugar in general can be, like, inflammatory. She's talked about how it's helped, like, her mental health and things like that as well. Yeah, she's talked about a lot of crazy things like that with just, like, her own personal... Oops, I didn't mean to push whatever. Oh, shit. What did I pushed the 0 key on my keyboard, and it took it to the beginning. And I don't know where we were at. Damn it. I was getting distracted. Hi, Booby! Watch you on YouTube all the time. Thanks to whoever gifted me the sub. Good to see you, friend. I think we're somewhere around here. But yeah, anyways, crazy. Crazy stuff.
So he's back in the area. I'm just going to say that. He's not very close to me, but close enough that I was able to have Rocket for the day. I told him that I miss Rocket so much, and he was such a part of my life and these videos. So I have Rocket today. I'll be bringing him back tonight. This could be a one-time thing. We never know, right? I'm learning to live in the moment, not in the future, not trying to guess what's going to happen or hope what's going to happen. Can't do that anymore.
Sure.
So right now, I'm just grateful for having him.
That is a wildly optimistic and positive view from Darlene the Sardine Queen, who is rarely positive or optimistic on her channel. Nurse Luca, thanks so much for gifting a sub to Pretty Gil. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hey, and he was like almost afraid of me when he first saw me. He just stood still and he barked a couple times, and then when I kept calling him, he came up to me and he jumped in the car just like we had never been apart. But
Rocket is such a cute dog. I'm sorry. I understand why she missed this dog so much. He looks so lovable.
Together for right now. Hi baby. Hi baby. And I'm very grateful to Joe for letting me see him like this. And yes, you guys have been asking about Rocket ever since Joe left.
Milk and Cookies 71, thanks so much for a full year of subscribing to me. I appreciate that so much.
Left. I never pushed any of those out. I could not deal with it. And I hope you understand that. But
yeah, Jamie in the chat said it's kind of sweet to see her emotional over Rocket, so that's why I didn't want you to skip. I think that, yeah, we don't get to see Darlene being sentimental, sweet, emotional, positive, nice often. Or maybe we do and I'm just not watching those videos. Maybe those are in her, like, quilting and crafting videos. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing it that often. But yeah, it's listen, I believe in the power of, like, a dog making you a better person, and it feels like Rocket maybe does make her a softer, gentler person. Maybe she has a soft, gentle kind of love for Rocket.
Now, I wanted him in this video. I could have just never told you guys, but I wanted him because it's such a happy thing for me. I did not want to cry. And, like I said, I'm just going to take what I can get for today, and we'll see.
Wait, Colin is confirming that she is not more positive and crafting. He said, oh, absolutely not. I'm using fucking brown in a crochet video. Yeah, I kind of got the feeling that even in crafting videos, she was probably obnoxious. Leah, she probably didn't read that out because you used the word piss, but I'll say it for you. A soft, gentle beef piss. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Leah.
How things go. I know you guys always wanted an explanation between me and Joe. What happened? I can't get into it. I don't even want to, and it's just.
Can't get into it. Can't talk
I don't know how
about
to try to explain it.
Then just don't.
We were quite the thing. I mean, we just fell hard, fast, and that did not go away.
I can't deal with people falling hard and fast for their soft, gentle types of love. I can't do that right now, Darlene. Y'all should have given me a warning that she fell hard and fast.
But we just couldn't make it work, as much as we both wanted to. But I hope that I can help him with Rocket, especially like if he's hospitalized or things like that. I want to be able to help him, not just because I want to see Rocket, but I want Rocket to be with someone he knows.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who know Rocket. A lot of people know Joe. So I'm not that worried about that, but I just, for my own selfishness, if Joe's hospitalized or whatever, that it would be nice for me to know that Rocket is safe and waiting for him.
Kind of a crazy concept, since I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm just potentially,
love my
brainstorming
crema
here.
wheat.
Fell hard and fast? Joe must feed her all the butter, beef, and sardines she can handle while underneath her.
I see what you're trying to do there, Nurse Luca. I'm gonna thank you for the bits. And then I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it moving to the brainstorming I was doing. And the brainstorming I'm doing is, dogs really seem to be a soft spot for Darlene. And it doesn't seem like she can, keep Rocket. But what if we could have a soft, gentle Darlene all the time if she just, rescued a dog? It does seem like she's somebody who does care about animals. I wouldn't necessarily just say, anybody go, but, she seems to genuinely care about this dog and maybe animals in general. Maybe this is what she needs to do.
Love my crema
Maybe
wheat.
she needs a dog.
She better be getting paid for watching that fur baby of Joe. Joe better not ditch her again. She went down hard and fast and couldn't get it to work. Joe is in the hospital, so no more sardines and beef and hot dogs.
That Joe was in the hospital. I don't think that's what she said, Marcia. I don't think that's what she said. She said if Joe were ever to get hospitalized, she would want to be able to help take care of Rocket. I don't think you're listening very well, Marcia. But thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. Do dogs like RC cars, though? Well, that's the tease that this video is... We haven't gotten to it yet, but this video title also is about how she broke up with the RC car guy. She's no longer with the RC car guy, so it doesn't matter if dogs like them or not.
When he gets out of the hospital or whatever. Right, baby? Huh? That's so sweet. I gave him a bath. I was like, oh, I can give him a bath. And we went out. So to answer your questions about Rocket, yeah, I hadn't seen him in a long time. Didn't know where he was. And I'm just very happy that I'm able to know now. At least for now. We just never know, right? Okay, now let's get to topic number 2. Tony.
Let's get to topic number 2. I'll pause then to say thank you, Tori Turtle, for gifting a sub to MN Laura 4.
Love my crema wheat.
I can't listen, good squirrels E.
Oh, because you put in the E that had the accent on it. She ended that E real quick. Thanks so much for the bits, Marsha. Appreciate it. All right, here's the second topic. The topic about breaking up with old Tony.
I felt early on that Tony wasn't into me. I felt it very early. But I gave it time, right? I knew right away that Tony was a very nice man. And I thought it was peaceful and I wasn't dysregulated around him.
You knew immediately that Tony wasn't into you, but y'all dated for a while? If you knew he wasn't into you, why date him? I don't understand. I need you to explain more.
And I said, I really got to give this a shot. But then my feelings kept growing. My attraction to him grew quickly, and we were doing so many things together. We had so many things in common, and I enjoyed learning about the remote control cars. I truly enjoyed it. I know a lot of you think I went out of my way to do all that stuff, but no, I've said it many, many times. If I'm interested in a person, I will be interested in what they do, and it makes me happy, not just them, but it makes me happy to make someone else happy and to make them feel like, hey.
Does it? Why was she yelling at me about that part? A peaceful and nervous system regulated. Yeah, that does sound weirdly familiar, Wauma. That really does. Really suspiciously familiar. Also, like, I don't understand why people think it's so weird that she would take an interest in a partner's interests. I mean, there's so many things that, like, Noel in particular finds interesting that, like, I have since, like, gotten interested in because I like learning about things that Noel is passionate about. I think that's, like, normal. I'm guessing Darlene's particular demographic probably just can't understand that for a woman of Darlene's age. Like, I imagine a lot of women who, or maybe people in general that follow Darlene that are her age are probably, like, stuck into maybe, like, some gender norms about what people are supposed to enjoy. And I feel like that's probably why people are like, you can't possibly like RC cars.
She likes this, because I do. It's not fake. Is there anything that I probably wouldn't like? Yeah, of course. I'm not going to like every single thing about somebody, but I enjoyed that. And the fact that we had YouTube that we both did, I loved that. We were close, only not even really 10 minutes apart. That was good. And he seemed to really like me too. And I do believe that he did. I think, though, with him, it was...
No, you don't believe that he did like you, because you already said that you knew from the start that he wasn't attracted to you, that he wasn't into you, or whatever, however you worded it. So why are you now saying that you do believe that he liked you? Girl, it's not adding up. It's not quite adding up.
It was more of someone to hang out with, a companion, and not where I was going or where I want to go. Those of you, again, who have been following me, you know that I want, I've said in the past, I want somebody to do things with and stuff, but I mean, deep down, I want to be with my person. I want to be with a person that we love each other, that we're attracted to each other, and that, we really, really want to be together because we enjoy each other, that kind of thing. So early on, I got a couple of signs that, I just didn't think Tony was into me.
So was he into you or not? You keep going back and forth about this, ma'am.
And I talked to him about it, like at the 1 month mark, and I was starting to feel like it was kind of one-sided. He agreed with that, and he said he'd make some changes, and he did. He did make some changes. But then again, stuff was growing more on my side, and I was really like holding back because I wasn't seeing it. And then
Darlene was friend-zoned.
Yeah, it kind of is sounding like that. Maybe she means in retrospect, like, I don't know. She's saying so confidently.
She is giving I will like your hobbies if you stick it in vibes.
Luca, that's crazy. Thanks for the bits. And Kristen, thank you for the bits as well. Yeah, I don't know if it's I think in hindsight, maybe she's like, I guess if, like, looking back at it, I knew all along that, like, I was more into this. But then she's also saying that she just had that conversation with him. Like, she fully brought this up to him, and he was like, yeah, I agree, I'm not as into you as you are into me.
And again, at, like, the 2 month point, I decided to have another talk with him, and that was, like, I don't know, end of July or something, and I thought, I talked to him, and then in my head I thought, I'm going to wait till my birthday, August 31st. So I'll go all of August. That will be a full 3 months, and if we're not on the same page, then it just doesn't make any sense to continue. And
I'm also thinking about, I'm curious what her feedback to him looks like, knowing how she gives feedback to companies that she's upset about. I'm like, I wonder if she gives the same care and energy.
Can't wait for joint custody RC car content.
I'm wondering if she gives, like, the same care and energy and, like, conflict,
love
like, relationship issue kind of challenges.
If he isn't into you, drop him like a hot potato. Unless you can put your mind on just friends only, then you be cool. Joe probably likes her as a friend. She's a cool girly and she needs a relationship, but that is not always the answer for happiness.
Marsha, thanks for the bits. And Canned Meat, thanks for 7 months of subscribing with Prime.
We'll talk a little bit about the different opinions people have about that. Like, oh, it takes a long time and you need to wait it out. We'll talk about that in a minute.
No, I feel like if you're not feeling it, leave it. I don't think you need to wait any longer to, like, if you feel like you have figured it out, then leave.
Knee deep in the passenger seat and Joe's eating Darlene out. Is it casual now?
Now, don't do all this to Miss Chapel Roan right now. Don't do all that to Miss Chapel Roan. Miss Ma'am, Mongoose 19. You did not need to bring Chapel into it like this. But thank you for the bits. Appreciate it.
So that talk, again, I was like, okay, you know, he understands what I'm talking about. I'm going to give him time to see. Because he was, like, not on the same page that, you know, it takes a little longer for him to fall and all that stuff. And I decided a few days ago that I wasn't going to wait till my birthday, because now it was to the point where I quickly knew there wasn't going to be any changes. I didn't think, anyway.
I also wouldn't wait until my birthday to break up with somebody. Why you want to break up with somebody on your birthday or after your birthday? Wouldn't you rather break up with them before your birthday so that you can enjoy your birthday single? You need to be single Lynn on your birthday, Miss Darlene.
I would be satisfied with, and I thought, do I really want to wait until my birthday and go out on my birthday with somebody that I know it's not going to last, and then I'm going to break up with him after my birthday? You know, I wanted to get it over with and not have my birthday involved. And I told him, I said, I feel like if I'm with you on my birthday, I'll be more lonely than if I'm alone with just my friends, because I would feel sad as to what I know would have to happen. I am so.
She said, having you in my life would be more lonely than if you weren't in my life. That's kind of a crazy thought and concept. She said, you being in my life would make me lonely, and I need you out of it so that I feel less lonely.
I'm proud of myself, you guys, that I have made this decision for myself, because he's textbook perfect, you know, for any woman, unless you want to be loved, you know, and I happen to want to be, but there's a lot of women who would...
Is he textbook perfect for any woman? I've seen the man. I've seen images of the man. Textbook perfect? I mean, maybe personality-wise.
My cream, wheat.
Single and ready to mingle, Darlene. She can be in her birthday suit with a man who loves her now, winking face.
Lightwave 1357, thanks for the 100 bits. I also want to rewind just a little bit, because what she also just said there is a little bit wild. He's textbook perfect. I think she said, unless you want to be loved.
Love my cream, wheat.
Joe is eating Darlene. I can't believe this message came out. Ew in the car. Ew.
Marsha, thanks for the bits. All right.
Perfect, you know, for any woman, unless you want to be loved, you know, and I happen to want to be, but there's a lot of women who would absolutely love.
Now, how is he textbook perfect if he can't love you? Like, what the fuck? He's textbook perfect unless you want to be loved. Well, don't most people in relationships? I need a visual of Tony now. Let me see if I can find some on her channel. Maybe even just in the community tab posts, we might be able to see him, or go to his channel. He's been in a video before, I think. Or did she delete everything? Oh no, this is his channel. Oh my god, that's so loud. Calm down. Let me see if he's in visually in any of these videos. I don't know. Wasn't he in one of her videos? That's so loud. Stop! Sorry. That's so loud.
Lob,
Oh,
my
he's
crema,
right here.
We.
These desperate girlies thinking every person is perfect until the next perfect one comes along. Hectic.
I agree, Nurse Luca. It is kind of crazy to me how, like, somebody can be perfect after only knowing them for a few months. Or sometimes less than that for Amberline, but I think he's in this video, so let me pull it up. Oh, he comes up right here, I think. This is the textbook perfect man. This man is textbook perfect. Is that the only image of him? Does he come up anywhere else? Do we get to see him anywhere else? Maybe not. That might be the extent of what we get. But that's her textbook perfect man.
A man who's more interested in just being together and having a good time and being always nice and stuff. But, you know, I need a little bit more than that. Making up for lost time, I think, right? So, I ended up just...
She's making up for lost time. She needs to be loved. She needs to be loved. She's got time to make up.
Telling him the other day that it wasn't going to work for me. And I, explained the things that I liked and that I wanted. You guys know I want a chivalrous man. I like to have my door open. There's a lot of other little things like that I like because it makes me feel special. And I don't need financial support. I don't need a place to live. I mean, I can do all the things that I need to do without a man. But I don't have anybody to open my car door.
Girl, you can open your car door without a man too. Please. Please. I love how she's like, I'm a strong, independent woman. I can pay for my own home. I pay my own bills. But what I need is somebody to open this goddamn door. What I need is somebody to come open this door for me. I'm stuck in this car. I'm trapped. How will I ever get out without a man?
And a dog can't do that. People tell me, get a dog, get a pet. You don't need a man, get a pet. No, I need a man. I need a man to, be attracted to. And
wait, the way that... Wait.
My crema, we.
At least she's not juggling 3 different long-distance men in her Instagram DMs.
True, Jamie. Thanks for the bits. I just want to say, she said that she doesn't need a dog, she needs a man. But I just want to say that dog at the beginning of this video made her a kinder, nicer, softer human than I've ever seen her be. And she absolutely does need a dog. She absolutely does need a dog. Get a dog and a rose toy. Get a dog and a rose toy, ma'am.
Making out for lost time, no eating out anymore, them days are gone. Open doors are an important thing, dogs can do that.
Marsha, we made so many strides last week, and you're just
She might
right
need
back.
to get the butter out to help slide out of that car.
Marsha, thanks for the bits. Luca, thanks for the bits as well. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
dog kisses are good, but men kisses are better, So I want
Wait,
that.
that's a crazy statement. We gotta go back.
Acted to, and dog kisses are good, but men kisses are better, So I want that, and so
She wants to get dick down. You don't want somebody to open a door for you, or at least not that kind of door. You want a man to open something for you, but girl, say that then. Say that then.
some people just think that's almost silly because I'm almost 64, and I don't get that. I don't get why you have to stop wanting that. And I get also that a lot of women, probably most women, have gone through this all these years, but I took a 30-year break from life, right? So I feel like I'm dating for the first time ever. And I think I've learned something each time, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job of dating. Yeah. And, okay, so let's get to the point of waiting versus not waiting, knowing right away, not knowing,
She was beating out old King Cobra JFS with this 30-year dry spell, for sure. She said, a 6-year dry spell, Josh Sanders, hold my beer. Hold my beer. I've had a 30-year dry spell. I gotta make up for lost time. I need those men kisses. Why a 30-year break? Well, she got divorced. I think that her relationship with the man was not great. She got divorced, and I know for a good chunk of her most recent, life history, she was taking care of her very ill mother, and I think she just, did not allow herself to date during that. I think it's probably some combination of all of those things. She also is a sober person, and I think maybe also partially some aspect of it has to do with getting sober as well. I think there's lots of reasons why she has not dated over all this time, from what I know about her life history.
Quick, because I know a lot of you said I moved too quick with Joe. I mean, 6 weeks, we were living together.
That is crazy quick, actually.
Maybe Darlene could check out a carnivores only dating app.
She doesn't seem to care if the other man is a carnivore or not, outside of wanting to help Joe treat his type 1 diabetes.
Love my cream of wheat.
Nothing wrong to be 64 wanting to finger Lynn. Maybe a 30-year break because she is missing her labia minora.
Yes, Luca, you are just as crazy as Miss Marcia with these text-to-speech notifications. Kristen and Luca, thanks so much for the bits. Appreciate it.
Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. Everything did. We both agreed on what we were doing, and we both knew we were taking chances, and sure. I got torn up by that relationship. I mean, torn the fuck up. He did too. I was with Tony there for a while. He was with somebody else. And it didn't work for him first. I didn't even know. I didn't know any of this stuff until recently.
Oh, wow.
And,
there's another. She's clearly still a little bit hung up on old Blue Eyes, on old Joe.
I knew it wasn't working for me, and I thought, I have to be true to myself and just say it's okay to leave a very nice man because he's not into you. And I don't take that personally. There's a whole lot about me. You guys know about all my...
There is in fact a whole lot about Darlene to not be into, personality-wise.
Insecurities and things, my body, my stretched skin from all the weight loss, and it's a lot to deal with, but
I wasn't even thinking about the way you looked, Miss Ma'am. I was just thinking about your personality.
I'm learning to just be happy with who I am and what I am, how I look, and I know that there are men who will absolutely accept. I'm not saying Tony didn't. I never got a chance to know. I never got a chance to know how that was going to be for him. And that
Tony never gave it up for her. Wow. Okay, good to know.
It's okay, but I needed to know. I wanted to move forward with things, and that just wasn't going to happen, and I'm okay with that. So moving too quick is not always a bad thing.
Wait, was this relationship ever official, or was it a situationship? Darlene is just trying to get some panties and that soft, gentle beef squirt.
Y'all are fucking dark-sided. Just to be clear. Thanks for the bits, Loaded T-Square. I don't know. I assume that the relationship was official. She's referred to, if she's breaking up with him, there had to be something
Tore
official.
the F up, I hope she's healthy. Still all that eating out hilarious. Hee 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 hee.
Marsha, I honestly don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Love my cream of wheat.
You look fine, Darlene. Turn off the lights and get the butter out and make the magic happen.
Luca, thanks for the bits. I'm gonna go bleach my ears. I'm just gonna pour bleach into my ears after this live stream is over. Gonna pretend I never heard any of this stuff today. I don't know if that's how it works, but I feel like I need to try something.
Rather wait, 2 years before you really get to know somebody and invest all that time? No. So I was ready at 1 month with Tony thinking, he's just not into me. And, I could give you specific things, but I don't need to. I'm not trying to put him down.
Darlene is not a patient person, by the way. Darlene does not does not, she is like it has to be now or never. I think she's that way with everything. I think that's why she gets so fed up with like customer service situations that she's in, because she just like wants to waste no time in every aspect of her life. And it's crazy to me a little bit. Like, I mean, I certainly feel like in this case, like if she wasn't feeling it after a month, I think that's ample time to be like, yeah, this relationship isn't going in the direction that I want. Like, a month is way enough time. Sometimes I know after a few dates, you know, like in the past when I was dating before Noel, like I could tell after just going on a couple dates with somebody that it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Love my cream all wheat.
Always turn them F lights off, patience or not.
Marsha, thanks for the bits. So I think that there's always like a way to what was I saying? What was the words I was looking for? I think that is reasonable. I think, oh, this is what I was gonna say. The thing about moving in Joe after 6 weeks or whatever, like that's the opposite. Like, I don't think it's too fast to end a relationship, but moving somebody in that quickly, that's the part that I'm like, girl, you need to take more time. You need to slow down.
I would like him to know, and I'm sure he's watching this, that next time, just tell a woman up front, you know, I'm sorry, but this isn't my thing. You know, whatever. Don't just let somebody just think, you know,
Why is it his
well, he must
fault?
like me because he wants me with him and I'm with him all the time. And, you know, it's just, I don't know. So I'm always going to go with my gut now, and I'm going to have a 1 month max. If I'm with somebody and we're not on the same page in a month, then...
If I'm with somebody and after a month you haven't dicked me down, it's over.
That's not going to work for me because I'm one who knows what I want. I'm 64 almost, right? I know what I want.
Sure.
I could give you a list. I know what I can give. I know what I can give to someone. And I think there's a lot of fucking good qualities that I have that I can give, but I want to make sure I'm giving it to someone who can give in return. Very important to me. There's givers.
It's important to be a giver. It's important to give.
There's receivers. If you have 2 givers, you got it made. Both of you are going to be happy giving because I'm happy giving. I'm happy loving what they...
This is too crazy because I know she's not talking about it the way that Amber Lynn was talking about it in that live stream, but it's making me think a lot about how Amber Lynn is always like, I love giving. I love giving. If I had to choose, I would give. I would give all the time.
Love my cream all wheat.
Luca, thanks for the bits. She doesn't read out curse words, so you put in the word fuck, she will not read it out.
They want to do, what they want to watch on TV. You know, I just, that way, it brings me happiness to make the other person happy. So if 2 givers are constantly giving, they're also constantly receiving. So that's a good thing because most givers do want to receive in return. Some givers don't give a shit about receiving. They just want to be the giver. They can hook up with a receiver. One is giving, they're happy doing that. The receiver doesn't want to give a fucking shit about anything this other person wants, but they want to receive, they're receiving. And I'm talking about, you know, just all kinds of things. She likes to cook and wants to feed this guy. He loves to eat, doesn't...
Not the feeding. Not the feeding. Not the feeding. I gotta go. Not the feeding. Not the feeding.
Want to cook, he never says thank you, she doesn't give a shit, she's just giving, he's just receiving, and they can live a long and happy life like that. A lot of couples do that, but 2 receivers, that doesn't go well. Did I already cover that? Because both of them want to receive, neither of them wants to give, but they're smart enough to know I gotta give a little if I want to get a lot back.
It kind of feels like she's actually talking about topping and bottoming. I know she's not, but damn.
And they end up resenting the giving. Oh, well, I did this for you, and I did that for you, and now you're telling me this and that. So there's a lot of fighting when it's two receivers. Did I say receive? I'm so confused. 2 receivers. They just want to receive it.
You're confused. What? You're confused. We're confused, ma'am. We are very confused.
Resent the giving that they feel forced to do in order to receive. Never gonna fucking work. I'm a giver and a receiver. I have to have the receiving end. So after a while, I mean, I'm not stupid. I know I was doing a lot
What
of
do you know about having the receiving end, you know?
things that Tony loved to do. And I wasn't really getting the things that I even would tell him I needed or whatever. And that doesn't feel good to say, you know, I really would like this or like that.
Love my
and,
cream of wheat.
I knew
She is a versatile queen.
Luca, thanks for the bits. Appreciate it.
that he seemed to like me in so many ways, except that I could tell he just wasn't into me. So that's the one thing I didn't get. And yeah, and I think pretty much that's what it boils down to, even by the little bit of talking that we've done since. I think he's just not into me. And that's okay.
That is
But I will
fine.
never wait longer than a month. Now, ever. It's like, I want somebody on the same page as me. I want somebody
Know your worth, Darlene. Know your worth and charge double. That's what I always say.
who knows what they want and knows what they're willing to give. And there's going to be discussions and a test following the discussion, because I just don't have time to waste. And I don't want to waste anybody else's time. I don't. I couldn't even make it to my birthday because I just felt like that was sad, and I knew in my gut, and I just didn't want to waste any more time with that.
You should trust
So
your gut.
nice man though, very nice man. He would be perfect if you're a giver and only a giver. But for those of you who, you know, think it takes time, take all the fucking time you want.
Are you saying he's a bottom? You saying old Tony's a bottom?
I know almost immediately if I'm attracted to someone, you know? And like I said, I know what I want and I know what I can give. And the test will be online if you want. I'm so kidding. I have no regrets at all that I did the stuff that I did with Tony, that I helped him with his channel. Please, if you subscribed and you actually enjoy his channel, please watch his videos, all of that stuff. I'm still rooting for him. He's very close to being monetized. And completely now forgot where I am. I'm just very impressed at how I'm handling this, because I don't know if I've ever broken up with anybody, ever.
Yes, be impressed with yourself. Give yourself a round of applause, Darlene.
Unless it was just like, you know, we just both, you know, had issues. But, I mean, I broke up with a man who was, I don't know if he was blindsided. I don't think so. You shouldn't have been blindsided. I already talked to you about it twice and did not try to keep me there, you know, that didn't...
You know what? I am just like putting
love my cream of
into
wheat.
context.
Maybe when she is saying he's not into me, she is meaning he is not in her, but if she is feeling it in her gut, he must be doing something right.
Luca, thank you for the bits. What I was gonna say, by the way, is just that it's also wild to me because I forget that he knows about her YouTube channel and can fully watch this. Like can fully watch her talk, because she has fully promoted his channel on her channel, so like he's aware of it, and it's crazy to me that he can literally watch her talking about this. And she's people who know of his channel because of her can go and like comment on his channel now, knowing all of this stuff about how he wasn't into her, how he wouldn't dick her down or whatever.
Feel that great, but you know, that kind of hurt, and then not hearing from him right away kind of hurt, but I was, you know, I did the right thing, because I do know that, you know, he is aware that it was basically one-sided, and that's okay. I just wish I would have ended it the first time I had the discussion.
Sure.
Certainly the second time we talked about it, which was just a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I couldn't wait anymore after that. I had to have a second talk about it. You know, it's just asking questions like, where do you stand? I mean, I have the
I
right
assume Rocket is in the passenger seat.
to know, what do you see happening here? Because I know what I feel and what I hope happens, but but I need to know, what are you feeling? How's it feeling? You know, because
Rocket is just chilling and listening to all the tea from Mommy Darlene. Rocket's gonna go report back to Joe about their relationship.
I want to be on the same page. Don't have time for this. And I've learned that there are men out there. Everybody says there's no men out there. I'm almost 64.
And she misses the EU action and the eating out in the car. Maybe someone else is feeling it. EU.
Marsha, thanks for the bits.
I'm, still a very heavy woman, and I've met 5 different men that I've gone out with.
Wait,
People are men out there. Everybody says there's no men out there. I'm almost 64. I'm, still a very heavy woman, and I've met 5 different men that I've gone out with.
I have binders full of men that I've gone out with.
Year and a half. It might mean that I suck at dating. I think it means I don't suck at trying. I keep trying.
True. True.
I know the comments are going to be all over the place in this video, so I will be deleting a lot of them, but I am leaving them on. Be nice to everybody. Be nice to Tony, because he was very nice to me.
I wonder if she's fighting with anybody in the comments right now. We might have to go and look and see if she's fighting.
And, we just didn't have that connection. And I'm very happy in the way to have been able to experience that, because it doesn't mean I will fall apart if a guy's not into me, even if I'm into him. I survived that nicely, I think.
Yeah.
I think I did. All right, you guys, I'm going to hang up now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye. Oh, and
I love when she says that she's going to hang up like we're on the telephone with her.
obviously, if I have Rocket another time, I will certainly have him on camera with me. Can you say bye, Rocket?
Oh, Angel.
Rocket, can you say
I
bye-bye?
love him.
Rocket. Your mama's right here.
Oh, he's such an angel. I'm obsessed with him. Okay, let's see if she's fighting with anybody in the comments. She doesn't have any comments pinned, so that's a good sign. Here's one that she responded to. I don't know if it's big enough for you to read on the screen. Let me make it just a little bit bigger. Some people are very intuitive and pick up vibes about people. I met a man on September 7th, and on September 22nd, yes, 2 weeks later, we were married. I found out later that people had placed bets that we wouldn't last 6 months, but we made it almost 12 years. He was killed overseas. That escalated quickly. I was not expecting that ending. I'm so sorry for your loss. I also believe in vibes, and it was meant for you to be together for as long as you could. Let's see. Did Darlene respond to anything else? Oh, here's one. Dog kisses are good, but men kisses are better. I'll take one of those t-shirts. And Darlene said, yes! Sarah Fowler commented, I noticed he called you his friend in a video. And Darlene said, of course I noticed that too. I noticed it the second it came out of his mouth. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, that should have been a sign too. If he's only calling you his friend, but you're calling him your boyfriend, that's good to know. Good to know. Any other ones that she responded to? I'm not seeing any. That's all I'm really interested in. I don't care about these other comments. I want to see the ones that got old Darlene riled up. That's what I'm looking for. Those are the things I'm interested in. It doesn't necessarily look like she has responded to any though. I don't think. Although she's got a lot of comments on this video. Okay, damn. People wanted to let her know that they watched the video, that they enjoyed the video. Oh, here's one. I'm proud of you too, Darlene, for your decision. It's difficult and painful, but you made the right choice. If you both want different things from life, then you are just wasting your time. Always put yourself first when making such an important choice. Your thought process on this is right on. Okay. It was not painful. It was liberating and freeing. I only regret that I gave him 2 chances before I finally cut the ties. But now I'll know not to bother giving more chances. Next time, the ties will be cut the minute I feel in my gut that he's just not into me. what I just went through was a very good experience. I learned a lot from it. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh, here's another one. Darlene, please don't feel like you have to explain yourself. I think you're handling this very well. I'm proud of you for being you. I'm so happy you got to see Rocket today. You are inspiring to us and we appreciate you. And I will continue to watch Tony's videos. And Darlene said, I have to explain to a certain degree. It's what I do for a living, LOL. Any other ones? Oh, here's one. Rather a sad video. Good luck with you journey and dating. Lovely to see Rocket. Best wishes to you. And then she said, I don't see it as sad. I learned a lot about myself and I got to see Rocket. I think it's a happy video. All right. There you go. Pink Marshmallow responded, well, something good came your way. Happy for you, but I felt sad for you. I don't know why that's so funny to me that they insisted that it was still sad. There's nothing better than a pet's unconditional love. They never let you down. Not to be mushy, but I know you're sad, but you look beautiful as the person you are. I have been with you from the beginning, and can I say I'm addicted to you? You will find the love you deserve. Love from Texas. She said, not sad. I'm happy in this video. Happy to be with Rocket for the day, and happy that I put myself first in the relationship. That was big for me. Love it. Happy video. Happy video. No sadness. I care about you and your well-being. I pray you get some joy into your life again. Oh, I feel like old Darlene's gonna be like, what do you mean I was so happy in this video? I have plenty of joy in my life. Did you not watch the video? I'm filled with joy in it. I have Rocket with me for a visit, and I walked away from a relationship that was a dead end. It's all good. Plenty of joy. Plenty of joy in my life. Just not the D. Just not the D. Can you make it multiple choice? And Darlene said, blah. Ooh, that made me cough. Rattled something in my throat. Don't even. I would like to hear your opinion. Oh, what happened to that? I would like to hear your opinion on this. In your video. Oh, listen. Sometimes I get comments that are this fucking long on my video, and I think respectfully, who do you think is reading this? Because you know what? The second I clicked read more, you know what my immediate thought was? I don't care what this person has to say. I'm sorry if that seems rude, but like, this is a long ass comment. What did Darlene say? I have not been told directly that my independence is a turnoff, but I have seen a couple of the men I dated end up getting pissed off or jealous of the money I make. Suddenly my YouTube career and the other stuff I do, like sell fabric, are just insignificant ways for me to make money that I don't deserve because I'm not working hard. Fuck that shit. I work very hard, and I have to be totally dedicated to keep my income coming in. Alright, work diva. Love that. She's got so many comments on this video. I gotta stop at some point. I can't keep scrolling. I was not expecting there to be so many comments. Yeah, this is another long-ass comment. She did respond to it, but I'm like, damn. We're gonna wrap it up there. We're gonna wrap it up there. YouTubies, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this visit to Darlene's channel and finding out about her love life or lack thereof. Oh my god, Shortest! Thanks so much for gifting 10 subs right here at the end of the video, at the end of the live stream. That's so kind. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, but anyways, YouTubies, thank you so much for hanging out today. Thanks so much for vibing with me. I appreciate it so much, YouTubies. And subscribe. I forget how I end my videos on the Twitch. Subscribe. Bye, YouTubies.